So here's the deal. My house is a mess. This is my home, and I've been living here for 20 years. And over these 20 years, I've seen piles and piles of stuff come in and out of the house. Mostly just in. My dad is a handyman, and his tools are literally eating up space in the house. You do not want to live with a handyman. As a son, I naturally inherited his genes of a hoarder and caught myself swimming in piles of not very useful stuff over the years as well. So when I was a kid, I always liked to invite my friends to my place and have parties, and they would go away with two questions. Why do you have so much stuff, and how did you even live with it? Right now the table seems all clear and clean, right? Well, think again. And these are on the table too. But during these times of quarantine and endless editing, I've decided to be a little bit more responsible. I'll try and clean up my room. So for the first 14 years of my life, I've never had my own space. This was my dad's studies and he'll have his stuff all over it. For me, that was a cabinet over here where the lower compartment was actually a bed. So we'll pull that out at night and that's where I slept. So when I turned 14, my parents decided that I have way too much shit to not have my own room. So they gave me one, and I've been putting it to full use. Let's start with the closet. You'll be surprised because as a dude, I actually have an insane amount of clothes. And the problem with it is 90% of it, I don't even bother to wear. Oh, if you ever wondered how I got this angle, I actually duct taped my phone to the ceiling. Filmmaking. After going through all my clothes, I realized most of these are just t-shirts I got from different events or teams that I joined over the years. So if you ask me what I got the most out of school life, I would probably say t-shirt. So I ended up sorting through all of them and I picked out a few favorites. To be honest, almost all of this I don't want to get rid of because they hold a certain sentimental value to me. Like this one, this is from primary 1. This is my first ever jersey that my dad gave me because I was, playing basketball at that time. If you know me, you know I can't play basketball. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. So now the closet is done, let's move on to the next thing. Look at that. No, over the years I actually tried avoid cleaning this cupboard, because I think this will trigger my insane sneezing. But as you can see, the closet already did, so no excuses. Okay, wait, you won't believe what I found. This is actually crazy. So what I actually found are these sketchbooks that I used to draw on when I was really little, from primary school to early secondary school. I'll show you a few, there are a few really good ones. Okay, this sketch of a goat, you have to say, that's really good, right? I used to be so proud of this. I went to a drawing class, I would say, yeah. And my teacher will have me draw sketches for some time. I was a huge fan of Ultraman, Ultraman, the Japanese cartoon. I'll always draw these, one Ultraman and one monster. This one looks good. Yeah, these are mountains and trees. Now they look like something else, but that's how I drew trees back then. Too many of them. Oh. This is definitely secondary 1 or 2. This is a Ben 10 alien. Do you guys know Ben 10? I was a huge fan of Ben 10. I wouldn't skip an episode every Sunday. That's basically all I do. Like back then, every Sunday morning. Shit, this is actually really good. Like the colors. I think I'm getting the hold of how to actually draw until up to this point really. Yeah, it brought me a lot of memories actually. I kept on scanning each and every one of the paintings just in case I need to throw them away someday. But for now, they can stay. But I did get rid of all my older notes from tutorials. Those are useless. At the same time, I decided to sell all the novels that I used to read, even though I doubt anyone would actually get it. It doesn't look one bit different, does it? Yeah. Well, actually a lot have changed. Like I did quite a bit already. This cabinet here, I cleared out the notes that I don't need, so I have two like empty stories. Yeah, I have two empty stories here because I cleared the notes and I cleared out the books. So that's a win. And for the closet, the things down here is all folded and sorted, got rid of the t-shirts that I don't need anymore. And this one, yeah, let's call it a day. Yeah, I think we did pretty good here. So to be fair, if you ask me one thing that I discovered from this little cleanup, it would be how much memories have I forgotten that I once deemed very valuable. And the reason for me to say this is not because of the jersey, not because of the drawings, it's because I found these during the very last leg of my cleanup. So these are some words that my high school friends wrote for me right before graduation. And one of them says this: "Dear Chris, best of luck for future success. I know you probably don't need it because you already have what it takes." Sorry to disappoint, but that was really sweet. And I think having this time for me to go through my stuff and scour items like this really helped me recall these memories and also see them in a different light after 2 years, 3 years, and at the same time be grateful for the people that played a part in creating those memories. And I feel like practicing gratitude or being grateful in these times is vital. So yeah, I guess that's it. And this is the first story time that I filmed on this channel. So leave a like if you enjoyed this video, comments are welcomed, and do subscribe if you enjoyed content like this. And I hope to see you next week.